on them, letting cowards fill up they ranks. Goddamn, lost tribes got them following waves. Loyalty a lifestyle, nigga, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm a saint, no New Orleans, it's going up. Next spot, we at the B&B. I'm turned up, I'll pull up in the SRT. Burning rubber, hey, UPK shit. Look, met her at the club, told her pull up to the lobby. She know I'm in the coat, we're all black, no Illuminati. This my other half shit, I can't move without it. These my motherfucking brothers, yeah, what I'm gonna do without them, yeah. If it's beef, I can't wait to sink my teeth in. Niggas going overboard, they off the deep end. Why you tripping off that hoe? That's some weak shit. Told him put me in the game cause I love defense. Yeah, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Yeah, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, I ain't gotta settle, I got options, ma. No, I stand on business, my name not Tazar. I'll pop you with this pocket rock. Feed a nigga shells like a taco truck. Hey, this bitch got sound effects, it go I ain't trippin' on no drink, got bottles in a room. I'm in Durham, North Carolina, bitch, it's 12 a.m. Look at them, they ain't none of us and we ain't them. I told him put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, she say she find me interesting. Want me to call, yeah. UPK shit, man, you already know what it is. It's the 55th annual Passover, man, turn up. We gon' do this shit the UPK way, not the other way. You hear me? Yeah. Cold shit.
I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, it's pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man, I get a word, yeah, this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with it. Me at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm Wild West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, tryna curse the imposter. Shit get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Send that hate, make it to the featherweights. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a dedication. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a stepper and a ruler. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Trying to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripes, no brick bank. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gun shy. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Nigga swear he the goat, bring him to the bush. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in they feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. We at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? I'm Wild West, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, it get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one West, these brothers tryna set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Ski mask Transform the war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die, skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings all fill them. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. We at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one west, go to war with everybody.
Check me out, dog. Roll the window up, man. The water. Ain't no better, dog, brother. The son of a king. I don't Balenciaga. I might just wear a collar. I might just wear the Pradas. But I'm thinking long term, so I might say the dollars. We ain't no better, I'm just being honest. I should've went to college, but I was thinking violence. This a one West world, we the fucking loudest. Break it down, we break ground, we don't break no damn promise. Let's get active, dog, don't tell me how you feel about it. These cats saying too much, they ain't learn enough. You maxed out the first quarter, I'm still warming up. These niggas tossing up a brick, they can't score with us. Who gon' come against us? On the Lord with us. Them niggas riding for you. Hope they ride till they crash. Put my name in your mouth, I put my belt to your ass. I ain't running no race, I just hope that I last. All them niggas you look up to, I consider them trash. Only time you seen a leader was in Wayne hand. Niggas will dap you, then pop you with the same hand. I'm a main player, I stick to the game plan. He don't really fuck with you, that's your main man. We them niggas came through and made your city hot. Yup, said he in the field, but he really not. And I ain't casting no stone, I just let him rock. And that's the kind of story they gon' read about. But if it's war, it ain't no tapping out. Grip still heat, spit like a dragon mouth.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General YAHANNA presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General YAHANNA. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch with.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one west. They're one west. They're one west. They're...
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Shabrakatham, to all the brothers, Yahweh, Shemana, Tham, Ba'ashem, Yoshet, to all the sisters. I'm Priest and Officer 500 Barak Yala with the I.S.U.P.K, which is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? Officer 1000 Adiyar will be joining us soon. You already know what it is. We're back at it again. The best podcast, vidcast, the best show, whatever you want to call it. You know, the best of the best in Canada under Commanding General YAHANNA. 1 West Ground Zero Radio, right? We touch on all topics affecting mainly so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which is our people, the real biblical Jews, the real biblical Israelites of antiquity, right? We touch on all topics pertaining what's going on in society, geopolitics, you know, or whatnot, main current events, pop culture, whatever the case is. And a lot has been going on. You know, before we dive deep in these stories, let's break it down for a second. A lot has been going on. Listen, we see how Trump bombed Nigeria right before the end of 2025. It seemed like he wanted to end the year with a bang and start with a bang too. This man bombed Venezuela. He kidnapped the president. Of course, they're gonna say he arrested him, you know, and that's just, damn. Might have to repeat that with Officer Adiart, right? Because I don't know, for those who don't know, but Latin America is known for not only their, you know, military. Every country has a military, right? But I say Latin America is known for their paramilitary groups and the guerrillas. Like, yeah, imagine that. The U.S. is not ready for guerrilla warfare. It's not. Where's the proof? They lost the Vietnam War. They're not ready for no warfare at all. If it wasn't for Blacks, Latinos, and Natives, they would not even have won World War II. Like, imagine during the war, we were like pawns on a chessboard, right? We were like pawns on a chessboard during the war, World War I, II. You know, Benjamites sacrificed themselves. Both Dutch, British, and French Benjamites were sacrificed. Natives created the Morse code, where they were able to communicate without Germans intercepting their communications. Latinos died by thousands. What? Just for what? You understand? Let me, Officer Adiart is there. Let me add him to the screen. Hey, Shalom,
Hey, Shalom, priest. YAHANNA, what's going on?
Everything to Wab. Then we already have a troll in the chat. That is diabolical. We already have a troll in the chat. What's his name? Obia said, personne regarde ce direct, cet idiot. Listen, si tu veux être un troll dans le chat, tu peux être troll si tu veux. Tu peux dire qu'est-ce que tu veux, français, en anglais, en créole. Hey, we don't give a damn. If you want to troll in the chat. You're going to be made an idiot.
Si personne regarde, toi, t'es quoi alors? T'es pas une personne? T'es un animal? Tu considères pas comme une personne? C'est qui l'idiot là-bas?
Toi, tu regardes. Toi, tu regardes et tu commandes. Juste assure-toi d'aimer, aime, partage, abonne-toi. On est là tous les dimanches. You know, every Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Listen, avec tous les articles et toutes les histoires qu'on a, vous voulez être dans nos lives tous les jours, tous les dimanches. Vous comprenez? Vous ne voulez pas manquer ça avec toute l'information qu'on va vous donner. So now again, anyone who wants to like, share, comment, ask questions, troll, we don't give a damn. We're still going to bring the stories out. We're still going to give you the One West perspective. Really, I was about to say, right, before we go on these stories, that what the white man is not ready for war. Like, what's a real war that they ever had? It's probably like a civil war. Barely the Crusades. The Muslims were killing them during the Crusades. The white man never really has went to a war. You know, I mean, the Greeks. What is it? The Greeks were killed by the Persians. Now, what war the white man has actually won? Especially with all these devices that they have. White man's such a loser that he'll drop a nuke on you and take out everyone else before he faces defeat.
Right.
Now going back to the point of Latin America, you think it's over because they captured the president. Don't you know they have paramilitary groups? Like, they have the military that is not agreeing with the the military, the paramilitary groups. You have the guerrillas who live in the forest, who are like self-righteous for the people. Don't you know that? Like, you think it's only in Colombia? It's throughout Latin America, from Mexico on down to the the tip of South America. You understand? Listen, it's amazing. I'm about to cover these stories again. Like, share, subscribe, comment, ask questions. If you want to troll in the chat, see what they troll. I'm gonna help y'all out, right? Anyone who wants to come on the stream can come on the stream. Here's the link. The link is in the chat. Feel free to hop on. You know, the Lord be with you. That's all I gotta tell you. Have decorum. Be a decent person, a human being. Don't be you know, don't make me have to give you a straw. I pray you understand. Now let's get into these stories. And one last thing, right? You're proved all these stories and these events, from natural, quote unquote, natural disasters, war, famines. This saying it's another COVID coming in. You know, apparently they cure AIDS. Don't be surprised that the Lord brings something worse than AIDS. The point is this.
Right.
All these things happening are proving that the Bible is real. That's really it. That's why it's so amazing and beautiful. Imagine, like, putting your faith, like having what people will say blind faith. We don't know the Bible is real. We don't know everything's going to happen. Well, what makes a prophecy real is that it's coming to pass. All these prophecies came to pass. We went on the slave ships as prophesied in Deuteronomy 28, right? We lost our heritage, just like it says in Jeremiah. We're not allowed to call ourselves Jews, like in the Maccabees. We're the only people who can't proclaim to be the real Jews. They tell me the Bible is not real. Now we have famines. We have pestilences, diseases, right? We have world war, civil war, race war. All these were prophesied thousands of years ago, and you would still want to argue with us about this is a fairy tale? I guess when people start to argue to me about, well, people are being bombed over there, it's not a real bomb, it's a fairy tale. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Now, next time someone wants to argue with me about, well, we getting bombed in Syria, we getting bombed in the state of Israel, the Africans are starving, I say it's not real, it's a fairy tale. That's what I'm gonna say. Every time now you want to tell me that what I know to be true is a fairy tale, listen, that bomb, that shrapnel that killed your sister, your brother, your mom, it was not real. It was a dream. It was a fairy tale. That's what I'm gonna tell you. You understand? But let's get into these stories. Salak for being long-winded. You know. Again, listen, this is not a fairy tale. The U.S. bombed Venezuela. Trump says President Maduro and his wife has been captured after large-scale strike. And that's crazy, right? Because that's more kidnapping.
Right.
So you can say the criminal, you can tell the criminal how to be honest about it. You understand? This man said he captured Maduro. And what's crazy is that a lot of Venezuelans are happy about it. Talking about he was a dictator. I'm not saying he was the best person. He was the best leader at all, right? No, there's no good leaders outside the I.S.U.P.K, especially if you follow after the blueprint of the oppressor. Because regardless of what political party you adhere to in whichever country, this blueprint was set by the oppressor. Even the Africans, the Arabs. I mean, the Arabs, not that much because Saudi still have their princes, right? But outside of that, everybody's following the blueprint of the white man and then complain about the rulership that's over them. The only reason Maduro is a dictator is because of the colonizers like Trump. And it's about to be a harsh wake-up call when y'all realize Trump really didn't save the Venezuelan people. He's coming for the oil. It's about to be even more poor than you ever were. It's a lot.
Okay. And Salaki, priest, if I may add, Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the same thing that's happening in Haiti. You know what I'm saying? The white man, you know what I'm saying, like goes in there, you know what I'm saying, steal the resources. And next thing you know, they're gonna start putting drugs in their neighborhood over there, real drug, you know what I'm saying? Real fentanyl. They're gonna start sending the guns, you know what I'm saying, like and bringing, you know what I'm saying, the people against one another. That's what's gonna happen to Venezuela, man. You know what I'm saying? Venezuela take, you know what I'm saying, they're being liberated from, you know what I'm saying, from their own people. But really, America doesn't give it them, and they should look at Haiti, Iraq, and Baghdad, you know what I'm saying, like all these places, like where's the other place where you know what I'm saying, where they killed the president over there?
Libya,
exactly. To water, you know what I'm saying? They should now. Libya is not, you know what I'm saying, like Libya is like, you know what I'm saying, a destroy zone, you know what I'm saying, right now. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you had a president over there, you know what I'm saying, that was ready to give, you know what I'm saying, like the people wealth, that was ready to unite Haiti over there, you know what I'm saying, Africa and whatnot. They killed them, and you know what I'm saying, like take all this money, take all this gold. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing that's happening in America, you know what I'm saying, in Venezuela. And that should let us know who the devil is. You know what I'm saying? They come with with smooth word. They come with, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna bring peace to you guys. We're gonna bring peace. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, they're really looking for your destruction.
Damn right. Hey, shout out to I.S.U.P.K. Hey, Shalom. You know how right you are, because imagine this, right? There's too many examples for our people to not see that, yo, Trump is there for the oil. Trump is not there, or America in general is not there to save the Venezuelan people from a dictator. Like, mind you, right? They said they were weapons of mass destructions in Iraq. Till this day, I need to find that clip. That's funny as hell. Till this day, Bush is laughing. He was cracking jokes on stage. Well, we never found any weapons. I was like, damn. Mind you, Trump said Venezuela is not only smuggling all the drugs in America, which is a lie. Most of the cocaine come from Colombia. I don't even understand how people fell for that lie. Besides that point, he said they're bringing in all the fentanyl. The opium. South America as a whole is not known for producing opioids. That's Afghanistan and China.
God.
He didn't go over there. I mean, he went over there to lost the war after 20 years, and then he's scared of China. Now he's saying fentanyl is coming from Venezuela, and fentanyl is a weapon of mass destruction. And now he's bombing Venezuela, capturing the president. You understand? And to show how much of a coward the white man is, right? The thing is, he didn't go after China, because he can't just go and bomb China.
Right.
He can't just go and deal with Russia. He went after a people that has no protection. How is it that it took what? A couple hours to just catch the president? It took them 20 years then to run away from Afghanistan. How long until they finally caught bin Laden? And if it doesn't show you that we truly are the people, the real Jews of the Bible that has no protection, you know, it says the Jews are black and the gates thereof have languished. We have no protection at all. And this shows you exactly that it doesn't matter what paramilitary groups or guerrillas they have in South America. As a whole, we have no protection. We're defenseless.
Okay.
You know, our army, our protection is the Lord. It's always been the Lord. You know, and it's sad to see our people are going to start worshiping white people even more down there, because Caesar Borgia, who they were taught to be Christ, right, just saved them from a dictator. That's exactly what happened. And there's a clip. Maduro said, yeah, these people over there are not the real Jews. You know, don't be surprised that he got taken out real quick. I'm gonna play the clip real quick, right? Hey, Shalom, Yagadar, Yabash, Shabakata.
Hey, Shalom, Yabash.
But he said, Trump released Juan Orlando Hernandez on the, damn, listen, imagine that. I forgot about that. Trump released a cocaine kingpin and kidnapped Maduro. Now, even when he said And what did he say? He said, Tren de Aragua, the prison gang. Listen, that's crazy because that's a prison gang that's born in Venezuela that's known for extortion and like contract killings. He didn't go over there to deal with corruption. He claimed to have stopped the drug flow. Mind you now, there's going to be even more drug addicts in America than ever. Imagine that. Imagine that. There's going to be more fentanyl because the fentanyl do not come from Latin America. There's going to be more people shooting their veins up till they burst. There's going to be more zombies. America is going to be zombie land just now. Is that damn right? That's what we talk about. Most of the fentanyl come from China, but Trump is not bombing the Chinese because white people are cowards naturally. They're cowards. Like, he didn't go over there. Khan.
And so, like, just to add, like, you know what I'm saying, because you mentioned, like, Arabia, you know what I'm saying, what's going on in Arabia and the war, you know what I'm saying, and the opium, you know what I'm saying, that's being produced over there. Recently, they said, like, when the American withdrew from over there, the opium production went down. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine that.
Meaning they are the one that was producing, you know what I'm saying, the opium in mass quantities, you understand? And it's the same thing that's going to happen in Venezuela, you know what I'm saying? Trump is going to have the monopole, you know what I'm saying, like metropole, however you want to say it, you know what I'm saying? He's going to have, like, you know what I'm saying, the market, you know what I'm saying, like the main of the drug cartel down there. That's really what's going on. Not just the opium, but, you know what I'm saying, like, drug is like a big business for American, you know what I'm saying, for white people.
Damn right.
You know
the monopoly, that's what it is.
Monopoly. And I'm shocked because why Trump don't arrest the Italian mafia? They've been selling drugs forever in the United States. You know what I'm saying? They even built businesses and whatnot in the United States. They committed so many crimes, so much crimes, you understand? So why Trump is not going after the Italian mafia? Why Trump is not going after the Hells Angels? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
mind you now.
Come on.
No, it's like, go ahead, one.
The oppressor is the damn devil, man. You understand?
Damn right. And mind you now, I want to paint a picture of they're bringing in all the drugs. Just recently, you know, it came to be known by everybody that the man bringing in, one of the main player bringing in all the drugs in the U.S. is some white Canadian Olympic athlete. But nobody's going after him. Like, right now, people are so focused on Venezuela. This man is like damn near off the radar. Let me see if I can find his name again. Like, there's a white Canadian man bringing in all the cocaine in America, but y'all want to focus on Venezuela. Imagine that. How does that make sense? Let me see if I can find his name again. We talked about him like what, a couple weeks ago? There you go. There's a 10 million US reward on his head. FBI has raised a bounty for former Olympic snowboarder turned alleged drug kingpin Ryan Wedding for 15 million. Good night. He's accused of importing 1 billion in drugs annually into the US and unaliving witnesses. Damn. Imagine that.
All right.
He's not Venezuelan. He's not Latino. And then you want to point the fingers at Venezuela? This man is importing billions of dollars worth of drugs annually. You tell y'all can't find them? Come on. Come on. Like, we have to tell you that the white man is the devil, that he's the liar, that he's the criminal. You still don't believe us? Like, how are we the face of crime when this man is bringing in billions of dollars worth of drugs? Like, even, listen, this is just a regular white man. He's an Olympic snowboarder. Listen, this is what you need to profile white people. If you profile white people, I'm pretty sure you would catch all the drug smugglers, all of them. You know, stop focusing on Mexicans, stop focusing on Haitians, Jamaicans, whatnot. White people are bringing in all the drugs. And because they're white, they fly under the radar. This man has probably like 5 gold. He's probably like a gold medalist or something. Snowboard. That's about one of the whitest sports ever. But he's bringing in billions of dollars worth of drugs annually in the U.S. Good night. But let me play that clip. Maduro said the real Jews are not the people over there bombing Palestinians.
Judíos de las 12 tribus, que no son los que mandan hoy en el Estado de Israel. Los que hoy gobiernan. Netanyahu no es judío auténtico. Él es un cambalache que viene por allá de Polonia. Para los que les gusta hablar de religiones y dicen que esto es un conflicto religioso. No, esto no es un conflicto religioso. El conflicto que hay desde la fundación del Estado de Israel es un conflicto geopolítico, porque ese Estado lo crearon para conquistar todo el Medio Oriente y Asia Central y quitarle las riquezas y colonizar esos pueblos. Es el proyecto sionista que dicen que van desde el río Jordán hasta el Éufrates y más allá. Esos judíos.
He basically said Netanyahu is a fake Jew. These people are Polish Europeans. You know, that's really it. They're not the real Jews. And now, fast forward, he's getting kidnapped. They're about to torture the hell out of this man. That's sad. And for those who don't know, Maduro is actually a brother. A lot of, like, the president of Colombia is a Spaniard. Who else? The president of the Dominican Republic is Lebanese. The president of Chile, the new president of Chile that's complaining about Haitians being in Chile, he's German. He's the, not only is he German, he's the son of a Nazi. Hey, you can't make, listen, he's complaining about, we need to kick out the Haitians from Chile. My nigga is a Nazi. He's the son of a Nazi. Imagine that. Why? Oh, okay. So for those, listen, we're not siding with Maduro, right? But he's a brother at least. Colombia is a Spaniard. Who else? Guyana, Trinidad, Suriname is all Coolie East Indians. Who else? Mexico is a Jewish woman. She's a white Jewish woman. See, I think she's from like Germany or somewhere over there. And she's from Austria. And Salvador is Palestinian. Like, we have heathens ruling over us, and then we complain, we got free from a dictator. Is it better in Salvador? Is it better?
No.
Is it better in Haiti? The oligarchs of Haiti are Lebanese, Syrians, Israelis, and then, like, imagine that. Now Maduro knows the truth. He just ain't the school. He just didn't want to give up his position of power. You didn't even have to say that, Maduro. Just let us say the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. Let us do that. We'll do it. We do it every day. I do it in public. Damn. I was in my driving class yesterday. My driving instructor, he's an Arab. I think he's from Morocco or Algeria. He said, yeah, these white people are evil. I said, damn. I feel like you're trying to set me up to say some shit. But yeah, the white man's the devil. And we say that unapologetically. Every day, the first thing in the morning, I wake up, the white man's the devil. That will free you. But you don't have to sacrifice your position of power. And that's not just for Maduro, for all people with some power or some money or whatnot. If you're afraid to say what we say every day, let us say it, because we're not afraid. We'll say it. Oh, oppressor is a monster. The real Jews are blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. The people over there, what's it called? He said Netanyahu is a scoundrel. Well,
right.
Not that, but the Bible is not only calling him the synagogue of Satan, it calls him a bastard. Let me pull this up real quick. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 9, verse 6.
No, go ahead. You go finish with the verse, but priest.
Kawakan. This is Zechariah chapter 9, verse 6. It says, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. You know what's the word for bastard? That's what these Jewish men says, mamzer. Netanyahu is a mamzer. He's not just a scoundrel. He's a bastard. He's a mamzer. And he's dwelling in Ashdod. That's the area over there. Now, cut off the pride of the Philistines. You understand? Let us say it. The Bible says it. You know, Salak Yadawan.
Yeah, I wanna say, like, you know, saying, like, what the video that you play about Maduro saying, like, you know, saying they are not the real Jews. It is important because this shows that what the I.S.U.P.K teaches is actually the truth, and this is coming from a president of a country. You know what I'm saying? That have the intelligence agencies. You understand? That has, like, you know what I'm saying, like a historian. You know what I'm saying? That has people behind him to let him know. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on. This is where they come from, and so and so. That means these people know. You understand that they are not the real Jews. There are other people. You know what I'm saying? The politician in the world that know. You know what I'm saying, that these people are not the real Jews. So this is why, you know what I'm saying, what Maduro said was, like, you know what I'm saying, like, in a way dangerous for him, because, you know what I'm saying, like, they're not gonna allow a man with his position to say things like that, you know what I'm saying, because then people would start asking questions. People would start saying, well, you know what, these niggas on the corners, you know what I'm saying, they're actually telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? So that will give us, you know what I'm saying, now you will see, like, people that's been arrested for anti-Semitism, they actually could be free, because now you have president that's talking about it. You have ministers that's talking about it. You have, you know what I'm saying, like a politician talking about it. So that's what they really fear. They really fear to lose power and to lose their place, and for the world to really see that they are not the real Jews. So, like,
right. And when was the last time we had someone of such stature say something like that? It's probably like 19. What is it? Let me see. When was that again? Let me pull this up. In 1958, the second president of Egypt, Gamal Abdel Nasser, said about the Jewish people that they're Europeans. There are Europeans claiming to be Jews. They won't be able to live over there, you know, peacefully, because they can't live peacefully on the land that they claim to be theirs that is not theirs. You understand? That's what he said. He said they don't even speak Hebrew. Imagine that. The second president of Egypt said that in 1958. He's an Arab. He's an Ishmaelite. And growing up in the world, I had an Egyptian friend, right? They know they're not the real Egyptians. He told me himself, we are invaders. We came over here. I mean, we brought Islam. The previous Egyptians were worshiping like dumb stuff like cats and stuff like that, which is fact. The Egyptian of antiquity, I think, is like what, the Sudanese? Like, the people know history. They know they came over there. They know they took the land, and they know who came in after them, which is the European claiming to be the real Jews. He said himself that the real Jews are black. The real Jews, they left the land black. And now, after that, the Jews, they came back, somehow they came back white. Not that it truly happened like that. He was making the metaphor for what happened, that the real Jews' identity has been stolen by Europeans. A president said it. Now fast forward, another president says, well, these are not the real Jews. They're Polish scoundrels. And then he gets kidnapped.
Imposters.
Yeah, he said they're imposters. I prefer bastard because that's biblical. Shalakia. They're bastards. You know, that's not anti-Semitic. That's biblical. That's what the Bible said. The Bible said Netanyahu is a bastard. He said Netanyahu is a mamzer. He said that there's a bastard dwelling in Ashdod. You know, you want to say scoundrel because that's what Maduro said. Call him a scoundrel if you want. You know, I'm gonna use the biblical term, which is the synagogue of Satan. That's it. Because they're liars. They claim to be the real Jews and they're not. You know, and again, the conflict is about to get even worse. Remember, the paramilitary groups, the Minister of Defense of Venezuela say, yeah, we're not going to let that slide. What do you think this is? You catch our leader. The Venezuelan people talking about, well, he's not our president. He's a dictator. You know. He's following white people. That's why he's a dictator. And Salakia.
Okay.
If we want to move on to the next one.
Right.
Give me 1 second. I had this article, right? So right after that, yesterday, the UK and France deployed they had a joint operation in Syria. Now, you think this is a joke? You think the Bible is not real? The Bible told you about all these wars. Let me bring this up. Give me 1 second. Like France and the UK, they bombed Syria. I don't know if they bombed Syria per se, but they took down some people in Syria just last night, 2 days ago. Bear with me 1 second. There you go.
And let's while you searching for that, let's not forget that Israel also is like always bombing Syria. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I want to add this, right? They said that the Donald Trump is the president of peace. So I guess what he's doing in Venezuela right now, it must be peace to him. If he's the president of peace, how can you go in a land, you know what I'm saying, like in a land violate so many international laws and kidnap a sitting president? But I thought you was about peace. Salaki.
It's all about peace, you know. But that's subjective, because apparently the land against the white people said the land that against stolen from the natives, they were conquered. You see, there's two sides of the story. There's the sides of the bully and the bullied, right? The bully's gonna say, no, we fought a war. You know, we just had a fight and we won. Now the bully's gonna say, no, they came over here and just start slaughtering us. They twisted it like it was a fair fight. It wasn't. That's the article. UK and France carry out joint strike on ISIL target near Syria's what is it? Palmyra. You know, it's always a war on drugs. It's a war on terror. It's always a reason. Listen, the white men listen, white people are bored. They need, like, the world is realizing right now that white people are so bored, they just need to kill. They have like an urge to kill. They have to satisfy their bloodthirst. Yeah. And the Bible told you that thousands of years ago. But let me pull it up real quick. This is what? Ezekiel 35:6. Oh, a person is a bloodthirsty degenerate. And if you're afraid to say it, don't worry about it. I'll say it. Ezekiel 35:6 says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Said, thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. This is all present. Like, you want to make it seem like it's racist to say that these people are bloodthirsty degenerates, but that's their nature. You know, imagine white people left everybody alone on the planet. Imagine that. And they didn't have to go over there in the Middle East to get rid of Saddam Hussein or whatnot. It's a threat to America. These men don't even give a damn what's going on in America. You know, the Chinese is canceling American culture. The Chinese are canceling OnlyFans. They're canceling effeminate men. They say this is a plague from the West that is destroying our men. Nobody wants to deal with white people, even the other heathens. You know, the Bible describes our oppressor as the most despised, the heathen nation. Even among the heathens, they're despised. They just know that if they beef with white people, they might get bombs dropped on them, as opposed to just exchanging words and calling each other anything, right? That's really it. It's not a respect It's a fear that they have. But that fear is fading away because the white man is showing his true nature, and that really he's all talk, in the sense where he's just living on the old reputation that he's a big bad wolf, and that superhero is not a superhero. I don't know if y'all seen The Boys. Officer Kazak Ahmad brought this out, right? It's a TV show called The Boys. What's the name of the superhero in The Boys? I forgot, but he's like a Superman. He really is evil, but he's portrayed himself as a superhero. Another show, I think it's called Invincible or Mr. Invincible, right?
And Salaka, he has the American color, you know what I'm saying? He's the representation of America.
I forgot what's his name, but also Mr. Invincible, he's a Voltramite or something like that. I forgot his name. The point is, he really is the villain. He wants to destroy the earth, but he's portrayed as a superhero. Imagine that. And that's really white people. Like, don't think everything that you see in these shows, TV shows, movies, they take it from the Bible, you know, and our oppressor being a monster, our oppressor being a liar, our oppressor just faking his image. That's in the Bible. You know, he's a liar. He's the devil the Bible speaks of. Him portraying to be good.
Homelander.
When he's Homelander. Yeah. That's Homelander.
Yes.
Yeah, Homelander. This nigga, and he's listen. That's let me share the screen, right? Your superhero, is not a superhero. Look at this one. This man has a bloody face. That's then we just read, oh, oppressor is a bloodthirsty maniac. He's gonna find an excuse to just bomb people. We need to bring democracy in the Middle East. These people, they ain't ask for democracy. Let the Arabs worship the rock they want to worship. You know, stay in your corner. I'm not saying what they're doing is good. I'm not saying they have a good system, but our oppressor is finding just whatever reason to just kill.
God.
Imagine that. These people don't know about taking a proper shower and they bathe themselves in blood. That's why you know these people are filthy. They don't wash their legs. They let the water, they barely let the water drip down on their feet. You know what though? They will dip themselves in blood. They will do that.
Like the Bible say, by the sword they shall live. You know what I'm saying? And this is why, you know what I'm saying, for all of you that say that, you know what I'm saying, the Bible is a myth. You know what I'm saying? The Bible to say that the white man shall live by the sword. And how does he live really? You know what I'm saying? He just go and murder people, you know what I'm saying? It feels good. When you hear Donald Trump talking about, you know what I'm saying, we bummed this, we bummed that, he's proud of it. He's happy. Yeah. Nobody could do it then like us. We bummed them, you know what I'm saying? We killed them. We are not, you know what I'm saying? They're proud of that, you know what I'm saying? They're proud of, they don't think about, you know what I'm saying, the mothers that's gonna cry, the children that's gonna be left without no parents. They don't think about that. You know what I'm saying? All they think about is, yes, we destroyed them. Yes, we bombed them. You see that those airplanes, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? And kill every one of them. Only America can do it like that.
Yeah,
because you live by the sword. You know what I'm saying? That show that the Bible is true. The real characteristic of these devils, you know what I'm saying, is in the Bible, man. And if you want to understand what's going on in the world, understand your oppressor, you got to understand the Bible.
Absolutely. That's a fact. Listen, the Bible's not a fairy tale. It tells you Ishmael is a wild man. It tells you Moab, the Chinese, is the wash pot. You see the videos of Moab. Listen, the funniest videos is AI. AI is diabolical. You see what you call it again? Aliens. Let me see if I can find it. Right. The Bible is true and it tells you everything that's going on is in the Bible. Let me see if I can find this video. This video is AI, but that's a fact. That shows you that Moab is a wash pot. Moab. Listen, you see the Chinese cooking all sorts of things. Where's that video? I don't know. I can find it. I'm gonna find it, right? If I find it, I'll play it. But the video is, you see the aliens of Alien and Predator. They said, what if the aliens would have landed in China? You see the Chinese cooking up this thing. I'm like, damn. I see the Chinese. They took Pokemon. They killed Pikachu and they put him in the pot. I was like, out of all Pokemons, they take the one that looks like a rat, the one that looks like a mouse. Besides the AI, that's a fact. Chinese eat all types of things. They eat bats, they eat rats, they eat cats. They eat. Listen, this is just like in Africa. I did some moving job with a Nigerian. He told me everything that has a heartbeat in Nigeria is on a dinner plate. I'm not making this up. He told me himself. You know, he said everything in Nigeria that has a heartbeat is on a dinner plate. I was like, well, damn. And guess what? The Bible told you that. You understand? But back to our oppressor, this bloodthirsty maniac, he's finding all excuses just to murder, unalive. In the name of freedom. The name of freedom, you commit a genocide. In the name of freedom, you colonized one side of the planet was colonized in the name of freedom. Imagine that. Yeah, Charlie, the brother said cat is a delicacy in Nigeria. It is. Yeah. They sell it. They rather, as a matter of fact, dog. They eat dog. They have a whole dog eating festival in Nigeria. Yeah. Listen, you just listen to the Bible. And you will realize that you're the real Jews. The Bible is not a fairy tale. War is coming to your land. You should not want to join with these people, ever. To what avail? Like, what's going to happen with you joining with these people? You know? You're going to be the next delicacy in Nigeria. That's what's going to happen. Salakia. You're going to be the next delicacy in Asia. Damn, the white man ate you during slavery. And you think we needed a book called, what's it called? The Delectable Negro? Listen, we have, good night. Imagine, I have to translate that document of what happened to us in the French colonies. You'll be like, damn. Right. Listen, I was like, damn, it was hard for me to read. Because you see the atrocities that we went through. It's like, yo, it's damn near surreal. It's like impossible to believe that actually happened. But it did. You know, that's the nature of our oppressor. He's a monster. That's why everybody's tired of him. Everyone is tired of him. You know, matter of fact, let me show you the nature of oppressor. And all these oppressors are all the same. Right? In Algeria right now, they're demanding reparations for what the French did to them. Right? Let me show you this. This is one of the atrocities that the French did to Algerians. Between 1830, which we were still enslaved, and 1872, they saw a systemic extermination of tribes in town, particularly in northern Algeria. This included, but was not limited to, 2,000 inhabitants of the city of Blida were wiped out in 1830. In 32, the Y.A.P.K tribe experienced a genocide. In 43, the genocide of the Beni Minister tribe. So on and so forth, right? There's just the white man just committing genocide. Burning in caves. France's genocidal campaign in Algeria, including burning entire tribes in caves to enable European settlers to take their land. Listen, do we have to keep going? The Oasis massacre. They executed 1,500 people before setting on fire 10,000 palm trees, causing famine and poverty among the few survivors. You know where that happened? That happened here in America. They killed off the buffalo to starve the natives. That's what happened in America. This is all oppressor. You know, in 1832, the French massacred over 4,000 worshippers in the mosque. Listen, another genocide. Throughout, this all oppressor is a genocidal maniac.
Right.
Do we have to keep going? I think at some point they just, yeah, they killed off Algerians in the streets of Paris. It was not just in Algeria. They killed off. Listen, don't swim in the Seine. The Seine, which is a river, don't swim there. Why? Because they kill off some Ishmaelites and shoot them in the French River. People go swim there today. I ain't kidding. People still swim there. People would like to swim there today. It's dangerous. I think some devil daughter died in there, and that's why they take, oh well, you can't swim in there. Nigga, you killed off people and just threw their bodies in the river. That's what y'all did. In Guadeloupe, we were protesting in Guadeloupe, right? And they killed over like what, 5,000 people? No, they killed over like damn near 10,000 people. And the people who killed them were honored with like medals of honor or some dumb stuff like that. And that's all oppressor. And till this day, we're still trying to save them from what? Till this day, we're still trying to love these people. The Venezuelan people are saying, thank you, Trump, Uncle Trump. You're about to see a massacre like the massacres in El Salvador during the Civil War, like the Civil War in Colombia. You're about to see hell rain down on Venezuela like never before. Trump doesn't give a damn about the people. You know how we know Trump don't give a damn about the Venezuelan? Because when they came to America, he deported them.
All right.
Came to America, he deported the Venezuelan just to do what? Just to bomb Venezuela. Imagine that. You think he cares about the Venezuelan people? So like, yeah, I'm gonna let you take it over for a second. I'm being too long-winded.
And what I want to say, like, you know, saying like for like the part you mentioned, like a lot of like people over there saying like thank you Trump and whatnot. One thing that you don't understand about these white people, especially in the military, once they go somewhere, those children, you know, saying are victimized. You know, saying they're raping everything. You know, saying they're graping everything, since we can say rape, they're graping everything. So those children, you know, saying you about to see a lot of children being molested, you know, saying missing, killed. Why? Because those American soldiers, you know, saying can't help themselves. You understand?
You know what's crazy? Let me pull that clip up. That's what's crazy, right? Let me share my screen. The president of Colombia, even though he's a devil, he said a nation of pedophiles is trying to take down our government. That's what he said.
Clan de pedófilos quiere acabar la democracia. Duro, sí, pero ahí está la realidad. Y para que no salga la lista, entonces nos envían acorazados a matar pescadores de esta ciudad y amenazar al vecino que si dictador o no. ¿Cómo que el pueblo de Colombia va a aplaudir que invadan a su hermano, que no es el presidente sino el pueblo de Venezuela? ¿Cuándo? Seríamos así de traidores y de vendidos, de que nuestra propia sangre la traicionamos, o el pueblo del Ecuador, o el pueblo de Panamá, o el pueblo de Venezuela no es nuestro propio pueblo. Entonces quieren que el presidente haga lo que quería hacer Duque, cobarde, prestar las tierras de Colombia para que desde ahí se invadiera a un país hermano que tiene la misma historia que nosotros, porque allá nació Bolívar y vino a morir aquí, en esta ciudad. No se puede. Presidente de Colombia que haga eso, presidente maldito por las generaciones futuras, porque nunca será olvidado como un traidor. Y yo no pertenezco a los que querían matar a Bolívar. El gobierno de Venezuela ha hecho muchas críticas, pero no me burlo del pueblo de Venezuela ni construyo una trampa para que caiga el pueblo de Venezuela en la trampa de una.
Keep playing the clip. Basically, he's saying a bunch of pedophiles is coming to destroy the democracy of Colombia, and we can't just stand by and support what they're gonna do in Venezuela because it's our brothers. Again, President of Colombia is not a brother. I think he's of Italian descent or Spaniards, right? But that's beside the point. You know, he's telling you right now, these people, they're gonna come and invade, right? And they're pedophiles. The children are not safe.
Okay.
You know, and if you know more, listen, how many children were assaulted in Haiti when they sent the Red Cross, not even the military, the Red Cross, the blue helmets, the casque bleu, they were sent in Haiti to help the people, and there were more acts of child abuse than ever before. Trump is saying, well, the Mexicans are sexual deviants, the Haitians are sexual deviants, but you're sending aid, you're sending help, right? You're sending the Red Cross, you're sending the blue helmets to help the poor people, to help the starving children, to what? To assault them. They already destroyed, you're just destroying even further. Not the military, boy. Don't you know what happened? The Palestinians over there are being devastated, men, women, and children. Didn't you know what's going on in the Middle East? The soldiers are saying themselves, the soldiers are coming up. Listen, you see how the Bible says the earth shall help the women? All this propaganda, soldiers of the American military, the Canadian military, French military are saying they were over there graping everything. They were, listen, don't you know that sexual assault is a rape tactic for our oppressor? Don't you know that? Even though the thing I was sharing about Algeria, what they done, right? They degraded Algerian women just because, you know, just because. Let me see. Okay, there again. 1 second. It says, between 1954 and 1962, Algerians fought a successful war of independence against French colonizers, with women playing a key role. So they got their independence, right? But see what happened afterwards. As the French lost control, they sought to degrade and humiliate Algerian women through the systematic use of rape as a weapon of war, particularly during interrogation and searches. That's our oppressor. Our oppressor is a monster. Like, I'm not advocating for supporting any heathen, right? But he does that everywhere. He did that to the Algerians. He did that to the Afghanis, to the Iraqis. You know, damn, he did that in Haiti, and he didn't even send soldiers. He sent the Red Cross. You know,
Salakia, the Jewish men today, they do it to the Palestinian men.
Yeah, I'm right. They brought it out last week on Black Watch. Palestinians are complaining that they're being raped. And listen, the Jewish men, the Israelis, are not only raping Palestinian men, they're using their dogs to sexually assault Palestinian men. And you're trying to tell me this is the real Jews? Show me that in the Torah. They're showing their nature by their acts, right? How they're really not the real Jews. They could never be. They have like the biggest pride parade on the planet. On so-called Holy Land. Our oppressor is a deviant, bloodthirsty degenerate. And of course, he's the devil the Bible speaks of.
Yeah, I'm right.
You know, and until our people are openly saying that, they will never be free from their mental shackles. This Passover coming up, April 4th, 2026, is about to be glorious. Because we're in the very last days. We're in the last damn near episode, right? of the Bible. You understand? This is amazing. What we're seeing now unfold is us being free from captivity. All these wars, these rumors of wars. We thought, y'all, you know what, maybe. And for all of you who say, it's not gonna happen in my time, so I'm slacking, or I'm gonna be ready. A brother told me I'm gonna join the school. I remember that. I ain't gonna say no name, but a brother told me I'm gonna join the school when shit hits the fan. Shit been hitting the fan since 1492. What are you talking about? You know, you want to wait until you lose communication before they drop an EMP or something, or whatever thing is in your mind. Listen, come put your brick in and do the work. That's it. Prepare the kingdom. Man, say I'm joining the school when shit hits the fan and I need to be protected. We've been needed protection for the longest time. You know, right now what we're seeing is that it's high time to stop smoking weed. It's time for you junkies to put the blunts down. You understand? It's time for you to leave the church. I seen a post. A white man said, I think he lost the popular vote or something like that because he wanted to exclude black children from the church. If that doesn't tell you Christianity is white supremacy, you know, that's bad. Now, what did Trump say again? He said, next on his list is Colombia, Cuba, and Mexico. And you know what's amazing? You cannot tell me Commandant General YAHANNA is not a prophet. You can't. You cannot convince me. I'm going to tell you why. The day before, I was watching the tape with Commandant General YAHANNA and Officer Tabawan, right, breaking down the book of Daniel. In Commandant General YAHANNA, I'm just paraphrase slightly. He said that it's going to come to a point the white man is going to want to take over everything. The next day, Trump bombed Venezuela and captured the president. And then he said, Cuba better watch out. Colombia better watch out. And we need to figure out a solution with Mexico. Right the day before Commandant General YAHANNA said it. The next thing you see it unfold, it's like, you can't make this up. And right before 2026, he bombed Nigeria, claiming he's getting rid of Muslim radicals in an area where there was never Muslim activity to be known. The Muslim president of Nigeria said that area had no Muslims ever. And he's a Muslim. He said they're going to save the Christians. Listen, it's time for you to get in class. Listen to these crazy niggas on the streets telling you the white man's the devil. Before a bomb drops on your head. Protect your children. Sisters, cover your behind. You know, listen to your authority, whether it's your camp leader, whether it's your husband. It's bad out here already. It's about to get way worse. Wait till the famine comes in. Imagine we were in a state of panic during COVID. Boy, imagine war. Imagine all these all together. War, COVID, or whatever pestilence they come in. You know, race war, civil war. And you know what? Trump played a power move right here. Not just because of the oil, but MAGA was dividing each other. And he managed to bring them slightly a bit closer by going against a Latino country. Salakia.
Okay. And just to add, like, right, you know what I'm saying, like, before we switch another topic, Venezuela had allies as well, like Russia, China, and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And then today, you know what I'm saying, we thought a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, like, in the world, we thought, you know what I'm saying, like, if something happened to us, like, you know what I'm saying, like America go against us, Russia will step in, China will step in, you know what I'm saying, these allies will step in. That's not true, man. And the Bible says, you know what I'm saying, I'm paraphrasing, you know what I'm saying, we waiting for vain help. You know what I'm saying? We're waiting for another nation to save us. That cannot save us. You know what I'm saying? The only ally we should have is each other. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we could do businesses with other nations and whatnot, but the only allies we should have and trust in those allies is each other, Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian. That's why the scriptures say, gather together, nation not desired, man. That Russia is not there for Venezuela. Russia didn't step in or send military. Priest. You understand? You could read it, Bible question.
Khan, this is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that cannot save us.
You understand? Maduro thought, you know what I'm saying, like Putin was his best friend. He thought, like, you know what I'm saying, like the dude over there, you know what I'm saying, like that's always looking like he's sleeping or disgusted with life in China, you know what I'm saying? He thought, you know what I'm saying, like they were his best friend and they're gonna help him against Donald Trump. Meanwhile, you understand that China sent a convoy to him, you know what I'm saying, the very day before Donald Trump attacked him or kidnapped him, he was talking with a China representative. You know what I'm saying? Where was the intelligence given to him? Say, well, you know what? There's something that's about to happen to you. We bring you back to China just for the night. We're gonna leave a couple of soldiers over here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're gonna stay in the house with you. If they take us or kill us, that's exactly war. You know what I'm saying? That's an act of war against China. You know what I'm saying? What was his best friend? You understand? You know what I'm saying? The Bible said, gather together, not nation, not desired. And it's about time we realize, you know what I'm saying? We have each other. And that's the part of brotherhood we should have. We have each other, and that's it. You understand? Nobody is gonna love us more than we love one another. Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian. You know what I'm saying? These other nations, they're not our allies, man. They just want to, you know what I'm saying, use us for their own profit. But after that, you know what I'm saying, if we're not gathering together as Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian, you know what I'm saying, these other nations will never respect us and they will never save us. You know what I'm saying? We only have one savior, that is, you know what I'm saying, YAHANNA, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna save us from these troubles, man. You know what I'm saying? But we could save ourselves by gathering together and loving one another and uniting in righteousness together. So like it.
Khan, if I'm not mistaken, Trump said he's going to be providing oil to China. Imagine that. God. You know, like while we think the Chinese, Maduro think, the China's going to help us, their allies or whatnot, you know, what they did, he took over the biggest oil reserve on the planet, literally. And he said, well, I'm going to give the oil, some oil to China. Listen, you would think that, yeah, the Chinese are going to help Maduro or whatnot. They turned their blind eye real quick. It's not like they don't know what's going on. The Chinese invaded Canada and U.S. airspace, and they said with a weather balloon twice or 3 times. You understand? They knew. They knew what was going to happen. They didn't let them know, yo, you better watch your back. They didn't let them know nothing. They say, you know what? We're going to get the oil. We'll probably get a better price on the Trump. Trump said he's all right with the Chinese. He's just scared to a certain extent. You know? That's it. But he said, yo, I'm going to bring the oil to China. He said, I'm paraphrasing. He said something like, yo, now that we have, Venezuela in our hands, I'm going to run it until we figure out the situation over there. But he said something about bringing the best oil refineries or American oil companies down in Venezuela and figure out the situation with the oil over there. That's it. Like, stop being so gullible and stupid. It's not a political party against another. It's not that. It's the white man being, like, the Bible says he knows he had but a short time, so he's gonna bring wrath upon us. You know, a person knows his time is coming to an end. And I brought this up with in my class with Officer Kazak Ahmad, right? What we're seeing is called the Seneca effect. For those who don't know what a Seneca effect is, it's how slow an empire is established and how in the quick downfall of it as well. That's every single empire that had us in captivity. The Egyptian, the Greeks, the Romans, the Persian Empire. It had a slow buildup. But when it was about to fall, it fell quick. It fell. Damn. It was damn near a free fall. Salakia. You know. Yeah, we can move on out of one unless you want to add something. Salakia.
God. Wow, that was it on my part.
Okay, let me share this. Well, it's pretty much the same topic because a lot of things are happening. Listen, Bolivia, they said the Bolivian workers, which is Bolivia is right next to Ecuador or Peru, right? They said they are going on indefinite general strike against the far-right government of Rodrigo Paz, a puppet of the U.S. See, this in Bolivia, my brothers in Bolivia, what you need to do is tune in to every classes of the I.S.U.P.K. You have classes in French, in English, in Creole, and Spanish. You know, that's what you need to do. You understand? Paz has already cut subsidies and unleashed brutal inflation. Diesel, which is oil or gas, up to 83%. Electricity, 53%. Food, 100%. Good night. Buses 163%, and Paz plans to allow the U.S. to loot Bolivia for lithium. Damn. Let me see what this brother say.
Vamos y nos sumamos al pueblo movilizado con el paro general indefinido movilizado, mis compañeros. ¡Viva el Estado boliviano! ¡Viva! ¡Viva el pueblo unido, carajo! ¡Viva! Queremos denunciar a la comunidad internacional de que todo lo que vaya a pasar, compañeros, a partir de ahora, va a ser entera y plena responsabilidad del gobierno.
Listen, stop trusting in any government political party. And I had to look him up real quick. Rodrigo Paz is a Spaniard. He is a Spaniard. Imagine that. Matter of fact, he is born in Spain. He's not even born in Bolivia. Oh, good night. Imagine that. That's crazy. Like, you would think you would have any sense of really any just common sense. We don't. This man is a Spaniard. Like, his father was exiled in Spain. What indigenous man is exiled in Spain? What you call it again? The Afro-Latino, as they call it, is exiled in Spain. Which one? What are you talking about? You know, this man is a Spaniard. Imagine that. And you think he's for the people? Then we just told you the president of Chile is he's not even a Spaniard. He's a German Nazi. He wants to get rid of the Haitians. It's about to be horrible. Our people better wake up and come to class. You better wake up, because what we're seeing, people say it's not about race. It's not about race. It is absolutely all about race. It is it's the relationship between Jacob and Esau, who are so-called blacks, Latinos, and native, who is Jacob, the Israelites, and Esau, who's the Caucasian race. That's how everyone is, is basing their actions on, between our relationship between Jacob and Esau. Let me get this real quick. 2nd Ezra chapter 6. Verse 10. 2nd Ezra 6 and 10 says, the hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other question Ezra has asked, thou not. Do you know what that means? That the action of mankind is based between the heel and the hand. The heel represents Esau, when he came out, and the hand is Jacob. When Esau came out, Jacob held Esau's heel. You know, the actions of man, everything that's going on right now on the face of the earth, everything is based off of our, you know, what's going on between Jacob and Esau. That's really it.
Okay.
And you can say no. You really can't. Like, even though Islam is a problem with our community, right? It's no different than Catholicism. We only see Islam as an escape route because we think it's not white supremacy. Well, it's Arab supremacy. It's no different. But this is, even though it's a major player, it's not the biggest player on the planet. You understand? Bolivia is ran by a white man. Chile is ran by a white man. Damn near the whole Western hemisphere is ran by white people. The planet is ran by white people. And China is not the next superpower to replace them. Russia, I mean, this is another white man. He will definitely not be the next power to replace them. There's only one way. There's only Salakia. There's only one solution. There's only one that has been prophesied to replace the current power structure on the planet. Let me backtrack to verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. That's it. This is the power shift that's going to happen, where everybody will be ruled righteously. When blacks, Latinos, and natives are in power, when the 12 tribes of Israel, no more two kingdoms, one kingdom. You understand? These two kingdoms be made one again under Christ. When that happens, the Bible says there will be no more tears, no more wars, no more suffering. Because the planet is going to be in the hand of the most compassionate people, the most just people on the planet. As opposed to now, where it's in the hand of a bloodthirsty, deviant, degenerate maniac. Salak Yadawan.
Come. You know what I'm saying? You said it all, priest. You said it all. You know what I'm saying? That the earth needs a new government. You know what I'm saying? The too much oppression going on in the world today. And you know what I'm saying? Just like, you know what I'm saying, what happened in Venezuela, and you know what I'm saying, and what we're seeing exactly who's the villain on the earth. You understand? So we need a new government in the earth, man. And the only time that's gonna happen, you understand, Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian, we are the true children of God, and we take our place. You know what I'm saying? White people are not gonna
It's like you're breaking up a bit.
Yeah, am I to Wab now?
Kawakan.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was saying the oppressor is not going to give us our place, so we need to take our place as the children of God, as the real Israelite, as the real Jews. You know what I'm saying? We can't let them wait for them to give us what belongs to us. We need to stand up as a unit and say, well, you know what? From today, we're going to, you know what I'm saying, you better respect us, and we are the real Jews. You know what I'm saying? Once they realize we do that, then they're going to open the books. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to open the books. You know what I'm saying? They say, okay, we're going to see who's the real Jews and who are not. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to open the book, open the archives, open, you know what I'm saying, the Vatican archives, and check it out. You know what I'm saying? Who are these people? You know what I'm saying? They're claiming they are Jews, and these are the claiming they are Jews. Who's the real Jew? You understand? So we need to stand up as a nation, as a people, and not be scared and afraid, you understand, to tell the truth about who we are. So like it.
No, damn right. And that listen, you're not gonna have a choice. That's really it. The Bible says you can't serve two masters. You don't have a choice. You know, you think you do,
right?
And where we are, just like these brothers protesting and making it in indefinite strike. You think the white man gives a damn the slave don't want to work? You're gonna oppress you to the point where, yo, like, listen, you know what happened after slavery? He brought in indentured servants. That's the, like, see, we think we're smart, like, not to, you know, to shade what these brothers are doing, right? Because we understand we're oppressed. The president past don't give a fuck. Salakia, excuse my French. He don't give a damn. He don't. What's going to happen is that he's going to bring in indentured servants, just like they did. They brought the Irish, they brought the East Indians, they brought some, you know, Chinese. In some French colonies, they brought Africans. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. As a matter of fact, they have AI robots. The AI is taking your jobs. White men don't give a damn.
So like, I was about to say that, Risa. I mean, they don't give a damn you protest. They're about to switch you once they switch the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? They're producing robot in quantities like cars right now. You know what I'm saying? Just to take over your job because they know the robots is not going to protest. You understand? So like,
yeah. The robots don't go on strike. They don't ask for, they don't even ask to be paid, asking for better wages. They don't even ask to be paid. Imagine that. Okay. Listen, our brothers and sisters should you know what? Protest against the lies that's being put on the planet. You know, that's what you should do.
Okay.
Whether you protest or not, you're still going to be oppressed by the same devil when they complain about, we need just wages. Listen, you're asking justice from your slave master. You're asking justice from the colonizer who slaughtered your people. And that's the problem. That, you know what? That's Christianity, thinking, no, we're all equal. We can all live together. You know, we need justice. We've been marching for I don't know how many years. We've been, you know, voicing our opinion and our concerns to the people who really don't give a damn about even themselves. Our oppressor is nothing but a lustful, greedy, bloodthirsty bastard. That's it. He doesn't have morals. His code is to kill and to pillage. That's it. And we trying to speak to these people with common sense that they don't have. Hey, there is no hope outside the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge. That's all I gotta say. Salakia.
Yeah, right.
You got a few more. This is a major win for the Hindus. Canada Parliamentary Committee agrees to delink swastika from the Nazi symbol. That's hilarious. It's not a major win for the Hindus. It's a major win for the white supremacists. You know what that means, right? You're about to see swastikas everywhere. Talking about, well, I identify as an Aryan Hindu or whatever nonsense they're gonna say. You know, that's it. That's really all it's about. It's not a win for the East Indians. You don't see East Indians rocking that everywhere. Even though we know it belongs to them originally, right? No, the white man is gonna be happier than ever in Canada. You're gonna see swastikas everywhere. That's what you're about to see. You're gonna see swastikas everywhere, and they're gonna use the excuse that, well, you can't, you know, it's not considered a hate symbol no more. In Canada, at least, it's linked to the East Indians. They're gonna say, I have an East Indian wife. They're gonna rock the swastikas everywhere. They're going to have a ball. It's a lot, yeah, I don't want.
And I never understood like what was the big deal with the swastika, because the German use it. Meanwhile, you could find the swastika everywhere in almost every nation or every continent.
You know what else you can find? The cross from the Catholics that murdered the natives. I never really understood what's the deal with the swastika. The cross is the same as the swastika. I mean, they killed the black king on it. You know, they killed Christ. They slaughtered the natives. You know, they enslaved us with the cross. It's no different than the cross is no different than the swastika. It's no different than the swastika. It's a lot, the other one. There again, white supremacists are, listen, the East Indians don't give a damn about the swastika. The white supremacists do. You might see a lot of white supremacists happier than ever. It's a lot, yeah. Unless you wanted to chime in a little more, I don't want.
No, that was it, man. On my part for this.
Let me see. Give me 1 second.
And Salaka, before we switch, and that only, you know what I'm saying, like knowing that a lot of time, like you said, swastika next to a synagogue or on a synagogue, it is Jewish people painting it. It is not the Arabs, it's not nobody else. It is Jewish people painting it and calling the news, calling the police. Look at what they have done. They paint the swastika. If they put the cameras in right now, you know what I'm saying, like on those strategic places, you about to see Jewish people doing exactly those things. So like,
Jewish people are going to dress as Arabs and paint swastikas in synagogues, just like they dress as blackface during black protests and throw bricks and loot stores. Like you say, God.
So like I seen video where they won't even dress up. They still got the big hats and whatnot, and then doing that shit like so like
imagine that.
You know what I'm saying? They don't even change. You know what I'm saying? They don't even change. They stay themselves. There's a Jewish couple, I believe it's in Europe. You know what I'm saying? They're selling, they have a store, whatnot, whatever they sell. Then they started painting, you know what I'm saying, like swastika, you know what I'm saying, like things against the Jewish community. Then they call the police. Then the police, you know what I'm saying, put the cameras like right next door, like across the street. And they were saying, you know, it is them doing it. You know what I'm saying? It is them doing it. Then after that, calling the police and calling the government, oh, we need money. We being oppressed over here. It is them doing it, man. It's nobody else. The Arabs are scared of the Jewish people, man. If you realize, Arabs don't even go to Jewish community like that, you know what I'm saying? Unless you might see one or two, you know what I'm saying, do something like, you know what I'm saying, crazy. But you don't see that often because the Arabs are scared. Because they know these people, you know what I'm saying? You do this right now, they will bum the hell out of you. They will find out where you from and whatnot, kill your entire family over there. You know what I'm saying? So they're scared of the Jewish man. So it is Jewish people doing these things. And after that, calling the government, saying, well, we need to fight anti-Semitism, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. It is them doing it.
And you know what's crazy too? It's like a lot of Arabs say, yo, we need to show that the Arab community and the Muslims is not that violent as they claim that we are. Therefore, they'll avoid going to Jewish neighborhoods. Right. They don't.
Right.
Just like also Aria said, listen, the Jewish, and you know what's crazy? White people always say that we play the victim mentality, but they cause harm to themselves, and then they say, yo, we're being attacked by the Arabs, we're being attacked by the Muslims and not. Now you put cameras, now you see, well, you're doing it to yourself.
God.
Imagine that. And then you say we have a victim mentality. Listen, the white man is the biggest people that has a victim mentality. He has the biggest victim mentality on the planet.
Right.
You know. And then listen, you know, that's really it. He's a liar. He's a liar. If white people tell you something good about them, don't believe it. That's like a rule of thumb. Don't believe it. If they tell you they're evil, believe it. Anything negative that they tell you about them, absolutely believe it. Don't even question it. Don't blink. That's it. That's what the Bible says. That's their true nature. It just says, yo, we're not that bad. You know, the Irish say we were oppressed like black people. Don't believe that. Don't. I have this clip. This Irish woman said Irish people were not slaves. I say, well, damn. The Irish people are saying they're liars. There's a bunch of clips. Irish people say, yeah, that's a lie. We were never slaves. We were indentured servants. And even then, they say, well, the English enslaved us and oppressed us. That's white on white crime. That's white people. That's a family issue. It's like your big brother being a bully to the younger brother. That's it. That's really what it is. You were not enslaved. And you were what? Well, we were enslaved by the Arabs. Well, don't go complain to the Arabs. That has nothing to do with us. Imagine that. And then you were not, we were, even when the you claim to have been treated some type of way by the Arabs. Guess what? We were treated way worse. And we were not on the field with you. As a matter of fact, a lot of you were our slave masters in the Caribbean. A lot of the slave masters in the Caribbean were Irish people. Bob Marley's father is of Irish descent. Is he Irish or Scottish? It's the same anyways. You know. What's her name? The bald-headed hoe. Amber Rose. Amber Rose supports Nicki Minaj. Of course. Both of them descend from indentured servants that oppressed the Caribbean people. Amber Rose is Irish. And guess what? They had a lot of Irish slave masters in Trinidad. You know? Nicki Minaj is what? A Coolie descent. And they were oppressing the black people in Trinidad. In fact, they're still oppressing black people in Trinidad. The Prime Minister of Trinidad, she said, load up your guns. We're going to get rid of the criminals. She's not talking about the criminals of East Indian descent, even though the biggest criminal in Trinidad history is of East Indian descent. She's talking about brothers that you see in like dancehall music videos. That's what she's talking about. She's talking about Cayman 6. She's talking about Prince Swanee, Jelano and them. That's what she's talking about. She's not talking about Ramesh. She's not talking about Tanya Miraj. She's talking about black people. You understand? You better wake up. That's what it is. You better come to class. It's going to be a harsh wake-up call to see that. Well, matter of fact, that's my next brotherhood class. Now this Thursday after that. Integration is a failed experiment. It's a lot. You have a few more. This dumb idiot. In the time that we're in, the sister said, it's time for black women to start dating outside their race. It's a lot, yeah. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave this one to you. She's a
yeah, go ahead, man. That's what you want to do. Go ahead. No, don't cry back when he chop you up. You know what I mean? Don't start yelling, help, help. You understand? Where you being chopped up, you know what I'm saying? Put it behind the trunk and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask where's the black king, where my black king, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to be with the murderer, go be with the murderer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's about it. Oh. Imagine that. We're in a time of war where these people, we just read to y'all what? These people were just sexually assaulting Algerian women just as a war tactic. Ah. We've been at war since 1492, even before then. You want to talk about black men are not protecting black women. You're the sheep that is going in the predator's mouth. It's like, imagine that. Our sisters, blacks and Latinas and native, when you go to these oppressors, you know what you do? What you're doing is this, right? You're seasoning yourself up. You know, you're seasoning yourself up and you're, you know, cooking yourself up and sitting on the oppressor's dinner plate. And that's what you're doing.
So like, please, you seen the video of Sharataza put one of these videos where you see the white woman in the metro, in the train, and she is like something got over her, like, you know what I'm saying, and she started attacking, you know what I'm saying, the dude next to her. Yeah, that, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I believe I've seen this, you know what I'm saying, already back in the days, you know what I'm saying, where white person, you know what I'm saying, just started and something took over that person and completely changed and started attacking somebody else. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of demon that God put on these people. You know what I'm saying? Like you might be in the moment of having sex with that person, and that person just switch and, you know what I'm saying, and start chopping you up, biting you up. Well, you've seen American Psycho. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was all in his head, you know what I'm saying? He started going on, you know what I'm saying, downtown on that woman and started, you know what I'm saying, really eating the woman up. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
ate her. Damn. Damn.
I mean, so you know what I'm saying, you want to be with those type of people, go ahead, sis. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's what you prefer. But you know what I'm saying, like when it's time, you know what I'm saying, like you need saving, don't yell for salvation. Don't yell, you know what I'm saying, I need to be saved. Because ain't nobody gonna come save you, you know what I'm saying? That's what you chose. So like
imagine that. You know, like these people, like I don't understand, right? It's time for you to date outside your race. Do you know how every race treat our women? The Asians beat you up because they claim, oh, you didn't want to pay for your nails in the nail salon. You just took too long to pull out your credit card or your cash. Then they beat the hell out of you. You know, the Arabs literally defecate in your mouth. You're treated as a sex slave when you go to Dubai and Saudi Arabia. The white man, boy, listen, the white man is known to unalive you in the most gruesome way possible. Like, don't you know the sister went on the date and she didn't even leave in a body bag. She left in a brown paper bag. The man took her to what, Chick-fil-A or something. He chopped her up. There's another sister in Colombia. She dated the white man on Tinder. He got caught with her body chopped up in the suitcase. One of the biggest, if not the biggest, serial killer in Canada was preying on Native American women in Vancouver, and he was feeding the bodies to the pigs. Like, we could pull up a list of these regular white people just murdering our sisters, and you talk about it's time for our sisters to date outside their race. I remember the clip we played one time, right? A sister's asking, yo, would you rather be in the forest with a bear or with a black man? I said, with a black man. She said, why? What do you mean why? As if it's questionable that the black man is safer than the bear. But that's how destroyed we are as a people. You also got to blame Christianity and all your Christian pastors, because we're being demonized. Where, you know what? I remember a couple years ago, right? I think it was still outside 50. This sister trying to argue me about is she would rather be a slave in the white man's kingdom because black men ain't shit. I'm like, damn, you're married to a black man, so you saying your husband ain't shit? Like, well, he's an exception.
Your father ain't shit.
Your father ain't shit too. It's like, no,
son that's gonna have ain't shit. I mean,
I'm like, wow. Like, we don't see how, and you know, that's not just for our sisters, right? Because black men said the same thing. They said they need to date. They said they need to date outside their race. I remember there's a brother in the world. He was pissing me off so much. I had to clown him. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna make a shirt for you. WWW that says want white women. I was clowning him all the time like that. You know? But that's diabolical. Listen, you're gonna date outside your race. You know what's gonna happen? The white woman is gonna claim to clean her shotgun. She's gonna shoot you in the face. And for you sisters, you're gonna end up on a dinner plate. Now, what I just said is not a metaphor. That literally happened.
Right.
The brother is dating the white woman. He got shot in the face. And she claimed it was an accident because she was just cleaning her shotgun. Why is it loaded in the first place if you're cleaning it?
Okay.
Like, are you serious? I know in the world, this brother, he didn't even date that white woman. He didn't even look at her in any lustful way. The brother was coming from the gym. He see white people having white people party. He tried to help the white woman that he seen crying. She probably got assaulted in that party. I ain't gonna hold you. She was crying on the bench or whatnot. He brought her back home. He got her smoking and everything. And he said, yo, you know, if you're done crying or, you know, you're feeling better, I could bring you back to the bus stop. They didn't even sleep with each other. Right? She said, yeah, thank you for making my day better or whatnot. Right? You know what happened then? She goes back to the party. You might think that ends there. No, the brother got arrested the next day for rape. He spent 2 weeks in jail. The police beat the hell out of him, you know, and he spent 2 weeks in jail just to be released and say, well, she came forward. She said she lied. You're free to go. That brother was mad as hell because now what do you mean she lied? So you're going to tell me you're going to arrest me, put me in jail, beat the hell out of me, you know, you won't even let me sue her. You're not even gonna arrest her or nothing. She just lied. It is what it is. Now I'm free to go. He said, yeah. Then the police told him, you better leave before we put you back in handcuffs. Like they're about to arrest him again just for complaining about how bad he was treated. And this is what happened when you sleep with other women of that is not of your race. He didn't even sleep with her. Imagine that. You don't even have to chase them to go after them just to reveal their true nature. Both for brothers and sisters. Good night. Should we have to remind you the reason why the kingdom got split? Because Solomon went after white women, after Chinese women, after African women. Should we remind you that? God. We're in the worst time possible to be in any interracial relationships. The Bible says every nation was going to go back to their own. Where are you going to go? You're going to follow after these heathens that are going to kill you? Hey, listen, you better get yourself a man in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, because it's not safe out here. It's about to get even way worse. You understand? Salakia, man.
Yeah, that was it on my part for this.
Well, we're coming to the end of the show, right? But as usual, we got our segment, white peopling. You understand? To for everyone who was there. We got a segment of white peopling, right? Which we're about to play just now. On the episode of the white man doing white man shit. Before we clip it.
On today's episode of Random White Action Danger, we got spearfishing going wrong. Immediately, as you can see, that's a shark coming out the Cutlight Parage side. March Fair, you guessed it, death. Because I mean, first off, you spearfishing in the middle of the ocean. That's why free will is so crazy, because you don't gotta do that. And then immediately, like as soon as I see not one shark, two, fuck that fish. I don't care about my catch. That shit can go. It smells blood. It sees you as food, and you sitting there worried about your catch. That's a special white breed indeed. This nigga's fending off sharks. Like a heart attack is what I'm having. I'm gonna die regardless. The sharks don't even have to bite me. I have two sharks, a tuna freaking the fuck out after I just speared it, and I'm supposed to survive? Yeah. Fuck no. And it's just like, there's no way that tuna mean that much to you. Like more than your life. And then watch this egregious shit that this man's about to do. Because he's trying to untangle the tuna, still grab onto the tuna. And then at one point, he's like, bro, fuck it. He starts stabbing the shark. You understand how fucking serious that is to be able to survive a shark attack and then somehow get back up? You could tell your friend, man, I fought two sharks, stabbed them both in the fucking head. You see, me, I'm never going in the water ever again after this incident. You was probably there 2 hours later. And again, where the fuck is your boat at? Where your friends at? You're not screaming, and you got two sharks attacking you, but you still are holding on to the tuna. Fuck that tuna, nigga. Are you crazy? Look at that. Stab the shark in the fucking noggin. I don't know where he got the nut. I mean, the knife was in his inventory. I'd have been using the knife immediately. Son waited a minute and 30 seconds before he started stabbing the shark. Like he stabbed it in one. Like this nigga really just beat two sharks and kept the tuna. Rebel, sign this nigga just cuz. I mean, the fuck? Ain't no way.
Listen, you gotta. It's white people are amazing. They have to be studied. Like, there's nothing that happens in a white man's life that doesn't involve death. Nothing. It don't matter if it's a skateboard stunt. It has to involve a deadly activity. Your life is always at risk. Imagine that. Like, this man's not spearfishing by the shore. He's in the middle of the ocean.
God.
Imagine that. Spearfishing. Fucking this man. Yo, listen. If you don't understand how oppressor is really the most amazing unalivers, man, stabbing sharks in the head. And did you know that we kill more sharks? When I say we, well, really, there's sharks. Listen, there's more shark casualties than human casualties when it comes to human shark encounters. How oppressive is diabolically the devil. They kill more sharks than sharks kill them.
God.
Imagine that. This man out here stabbing sharks in the head in the middle of the ocean. The Bible says, ask the plants or ask the animals and they shall tell thee. The sharks would tell you that they're not going after the tuna. They're trying to get rid of the devil the Bible speaks of. Salakia, the one.
Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? The shark is in the, you know what I'm saying, in its habitat. You know what I'm saying? Seeing, and he's a predator eating, you know what I'm saying, like those fishes and whatnot, those fish and whatnot. And he's just hungry. The shark they're just hungry. And here comes the devil, you know what I'm saying, like trying to kill the shark, you understand, because of hunger. You know what I'm saying? He could have stayed in his boat and, you know what I'm saying, fish or whatnot. You want to, you know what I'm saying, get it up close and personal with the shark and with his catch. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, to cut it, you know what I'm saying, and see the blood drip. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, he's ready to unalive anything that comes, you know what I'm saying, like close to. So like,
imagine that. He's gonna get back on the boat, which took a minute to arrive for whatever reason, and say, yo, these fucking sharks, man. Wait, yo, this is the home of the shark.
God.
You're in the shark's fridge, and you want to complain about the shark? And even then, imagine it's not a satisfying experience without the near-death encounter. Like, he could have let go of that tuna. But besides the fact that it's unlawful,
right?
At least for us, you know, this man, yo, he said, I'm not letting this. You see, the white man, he's never given up until his last breath. And he's gonna make sure, yo, you're not taking that away from me. I took it from you, but you're not taking it back. That's the white man. You know, even listen, you see the white man say, yo, over my dead body, that's a perfect example. No, Salakia?
Good.
Yeah, this is a perfect example.
Everything, you know what I'm saying? He's not satisfied until it goes back to that boat with that, you know what I'm saying, with that fish. He ain't gonna be satisfied.
You know, he stabbed a shark in the head. 2 sharks. Damn. But again, that was another successful episode of One West Ground Zero. You understand? Also by Officer 1000 Nadiyar and myself, Officer 500 Barak Yala. Listen, our oppressor is the damn devil. It's a hard time out here for you to not be in the I.S.U.P.K. It's about to get a billion times worse. You understand? Y'all better get in the school ASAP. Tune into all the classes. Look up the I.S.U.P.K. in your zone. We're worldwide. We're in the UK, France, Jamaica, Haiti, Dominican Republic, Montreal, Toronto, New York, wherever our people is, wherever they need us, we are there. You understand? With that said, to everybody who tuned in, we will be back again next Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on One West Ground Zero podcast. With that, shalom to all the brothers, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Shabbrakatam, and to all the sisters, Yahweh Shemala, Tan Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom, Israel.
Yeah. One West. Some people live the good life, them and them steak and mummy pot dry. But they tell me I gotta die for happy, for have it. Millions, house and cars and bike. I got the pussy them don't want see we have a 1,000 tall up rifle. I got them want to see na fi we on. You know give we food fi we yam. And when the youth use brilliance, fuck up the road like Gideon. You start call man pillion. The bad boy, true me say don't rush me a bad fly. And true me no got church, me no baptize. Don't tell me no heaven in a that sky with. Some people live the good life, them and them steak and mummy pot dry. But they tell me I gotta die for happy, no joy for the black boy. The ghetto youth, them a fuck up the road and tough up the code dust, no go below. See double 9 man a shuffle the board. And if you no know then, you no fi know. Matic in a waist, we no go lucky mode. This one west boy, get up your load. Who no know when, me no shoes and me no food and no clothes. We no do the posing, we no export. Us a wait for the right time for we explode. Hustle man a hustle charge, we make dough and we can't wait for the next show. Some people live the good life, them and them steak and mummy pot dry. Come and tell me I gotta die for happy, no joy for the black boy. Millions, house and cars and bike. I got the pussy them don't want see we have a 1,000 tall up rifle. I got them want to see na fi we on. You know give we food fi we yam. And when the youth get original, fuck up the road like Gideon. You start call man criminal. In killer them a search for them heaven on earth. Man a fi a fight with the devil from birth. Poverty a time for your Lego man shirt. Your man a fi stay blessed all when the land curse. All when the land curse. I know the GLE them want see we in a one earth. The bad boy, true me said don't rush me a bad fly. And true me no got church, me no baptize. Don't tell me no heaven in a that sky with. Some people live the good life, them and them steak and mummy pot dry. But they tell me I gotta die for happy, no joy for the black boy.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West.